Thank you very much for joining me today. Could you tell me about yourself and the team that created Shad'O?
Hi, my name is Pascal Cammisotto and I'm the creative director at Okugi Studio, a little independent video game company located in France. Right now we're only three. I'm working with Sophie Pezet, the CAO and ergonom, and Guillaume Vidal, the technical director. On Shad'O, I was mainly in charge of the art and game choices, the mise en scène of the game in general. And because a penny saved is a penny earned, I also did the musics and the sound effects. So, before creating Okugi, we were, mostly of us, in another company in Lyon. But in 2009 it closed. And several months later we decided to create our own studio in Nîmes to make games without an editorial constraint. And Shad'O was our first and main production. But in parallel we made a smartphone game called Twist and Catch just to try the platform. So about the team of Shad'O, we were 6 for the core team, and we had several external artists, mainly in Lyon, who worked with us on short periods for different needs, like the animations, the character modeling, texturing, FX, etc. Lot of assets, and it took us about 20 months to make Shad'O, including the creation of the company.
Question number 2. I think it's quite easy to spot a French game from its art style. Would you agree with that? Shad'O looks very French to me.
The French touch is a myth. We don't really know what could make Shad'O feel like a French game, unless perhaps some mistakes in the translation. But games with a very special art style come out from every country, and sometimes we can be very surprised when we discover who did it. So I really think the art has definitely no frontier.
My third question: why Shad'O and not Shadow? If that makes sense.
At the beginning of the project, we were looking for a code name for the game. We wanted something short, easy to remember, and coherent with the game's universe. And Shad'O, without the W at the end, was appreciated by all of us. And as at the end of the project we realized the name was not used on the market, well, we naturally kept it. Don't ask me about the apostrophe. I really don't remember the reasons why it was here. But with the time, we noticed it's better to avoid the accents in the title. Some search engines don't seem to appreciate them.
The main character is a 9-year-old boy. Why did you not go for somebody older?
All the adventure takes place through the eyes of this child. The universe the player discovers, the creatures, the monsters, the backgrounds, everything is designed with William's point of view. If the character was older, we would have treated the world in a more adult way, even darker maybe, but the choice of the 9-year-old child led us to this mix of colors and reassuring puppet things in front of those dark backgrounds, those strange, disturbing and unreal enemies. All of that is the extrapolation of what the hero saw and felt, and the story gradually gives an explanation, a rational explanation of everything.
Okay, here's my 5th question. What game are you playing currently?
Well, I'm playing Darksiders 2 for a while, in tribute to Vigil Games, because when I read that nobody was interested in getting the company from THQ, I was really upset and disappointed, and I hated the game industry that day.
Thanks, Pascal. What's your favourite game of all time and why?
Difficult to choose, but I would say World of Warcraft. How original. I discovered it at the release in 2004, and from all the games I've tried in my life, and there's a lot, this is the only one that brought me so many different emotions of any kind. It was a real revolution in my personal and professional life of gamer.
What next?
Well, we have a new PC project very different from Shad'O, and a smartphone one. So right now we are looking actively funding for those two productions, but the market has become very difficult.
And my final question, do you wear striped shirts, a beret and ride a bicycle?
Ah, damn it, we have been unmasked. Do you also know it is very difficult to make a game with one arm? Eh oui, the other one is used to hold the baguette. I've got to go, it's lunchtime. Au revoir.